Steve Silberberg is a certified wilderness first responder, and he's the owner of his own backpacking guide company, Fitpacking. Hello, Steve.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. Tell us all about Fitpacking.
Well, Fitpacking takes people who are moderately overweight on backpacking adventure vacations to get fit and lose fat. We go to destinations such as national parks and forests, mostly domestically, but also internationally.
How'd you get into being a guide? Were you a park ranger before?
No, so all my life I love to go backpacking. It's kind of been my hobby and passion. And then after years in the corporate grind, I was sitting at my desk thinking I was going to put a fork in my head and decided, hey, maybe I can change my life and go backpacking all the time. So I looked into it, and I noticed that whenever I'd come back from a vacation, that my pants fit a little bit better. I was kind of stress free, and I thought I could bring this to other people.
So how fit
Yeah.
or not fit do you have to be to
Yeah.
participate in Fitpacking?
Yeah, can anyone do this?
Sounds vigorous.
There's no real exact answer to that. People continually surprise me by what they're capable of. You see a person who's perhaps you look at them and think, oh, there's no way that person could carry 40 pounds on their back through the mountains. And then they not only do that, they exceed your expectations. On the other hand, sometimes you find people who you think, oh, they're just, say like 130-pound woman who appears to be very fit, or man even. And you put a backpack on them and you find that after a day, they're done. So it's, I wish, the one thing I would tell you is it's not for someone who is on The Biggest Loser, for example. There's a modicum of activity and fitness level you should have before you go out and backpack.
So, Steve, what are some of the skills that people learn during their trips that may help them even when they get home?
Patience is a skill that you wouldn't think. Getting away from their devices and Wi-Fi, and but so those are more. Those aren't really skills so much as life things that you learn to de-stress and that sort of thing. But you do learn how to backpack, you learn how to camp, you learn how to hike, and you learn how to be resourceful. I mean, you're out there with no plumbing or electricity. You pretty much are independent and have to fend for yourselves with the help of a guide.
It's a big change being in the wilderness. I've done some wilderness backpacking myself, and it's a different world. And I can imagine some of the transformation that must occur with the number of your clients or the people that participate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so the transformation, so you do get a body composition transformation. You find that typically people lose about 5 pounds of fat on a week-long trip. So that's different than, your body can fluctuate 5 pounds. It's just a couple, that's just 2 gallons of water or whatever. But so it's not water weight, you actually lose fat. And I'm encouraged to hear that you've been out backpacking.
It's fun. It's just being in nature is an amazing thing, and I think people need more of it. So you see all types of people when you're on your trips.
Well, you mean the people that come with us, or the
Yes.
people we?
Yeah.
Not others wandering around the woods, right?
So what I find is you meet the most incredible people out on the trail. You get people from maybe not all walks of life, but a fair amount of walks of life, and you find that they're amazing people. But I think part of that is the venue. So when you're out in the wilderness, people's guards come down a little bit. They're a little bit more open to, I don't know, they're more receptive to nature and relaxing, and so they're in a better mood. It's like people, it's like when you go on vacation, you encounter other people on vacation, and you go, oh, we got to go to Jamaica all the time because everyone's happy here.
It's so important for people to do and experience new things. I find it's important to get out of the rut and to get out of the everyday life that we're in. And this is just an amazing experience, I would
I
imagine,
know.
right?
People must feel amazing once they finish a trip with you.
Well, so yeah, maybe not everyone feels so amazing, but most people do. But it's actually good for behavior modification. So one thing I do, when I was in a corporate job, I had a real, I don't know if problem is right, but issue with caffeine. I still love my caffeine, but every time I hit the trail, I go cold turkey. I go a week without caffeine, and I find it brings me back down to normal, and I can go on and manage that going forward. Well, we have people do that, but they also can stop smoking cigarettes. They can stop certain
Oh, that's a
types of
good
eating
idea.
behaviors,
Hmm.
and
Pretty
and
neat.
it is a good way to and like I mentioned earlier, is there's a digital detox.
Well, I want to know how
Yeah.
we start building.
I know. Hey, Steve, we're ready to book our trip. Where can we go to find more information?
Well, you could go to the website fitpacking.com, and I guess that's about the only place you can go.
Okay. Okay. Well, we are ready to start our fit packing adventure. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is great.
Dr. Drew.
We'll be back with more of Finding the Good Life right after a quick break.